Hi, this is a quick video. No, it's not one of those videos where people like photograph their food and put it on Instagram or anything like that. Right, because I am having a colonoscopy, I actually messaged my friend and told him it was an endoscopy. Right, so what is the difference? Right, so an endoscopy is where they insert a camera down your throat. A colonoscopy is one where they insert a camera through your rectum, through your bum, basically. So I've got to have a colonoscopy. Now, I've had one before, and I went yesterday. I was all prepared. I knew everything that was going to happen to me during this procedure. And then the woman, she gave me basically what I would call Mulvicol, which is a type of laxative that is given to patients to basically empty the bowel and the large and small intestine in its entirety. And I sat there and I was like, I wasn't given this before. I was given something to give myself an enema. And she was like, that's because we are literally going to be filming and reviewing all of your colon. All of your large and small intestine with a camera is going to go through your body. Which is why I couldn't understand why you were refusing to take the local anaesthetic. And basically, the only two things they can give you to make you more comfortable and to relieve pain is gas and air or a local anaesthesia. If you have the gas and air, you can literally go home after you've had the procedure, providing you can walk, of course. They'll give you some paracetamol and you're on your way. If you have the anaesthesia, you then end up having to stay in longer. You don't stay in overnight, but they don't want you to leave for about an hour after you've had it. If I remember correctly, that's what she told me. You then have to be monitored by somebody for 24 hours in case something goes wrong and you need medical assistance. And I just looked at her and I said, look, I'm going to be straight with you. I am going to have to just take the gas and air. I don't have anyone who is available or would even be wanting to take care of me for 24 hours after a surgery. I said, don't worry, it's not just been with this procedure. I've had it with every single procedure I've ever had to have from the hospital. When they've said to me, have you got someone to take care of you for 24 hours after? I've basically been honest and I've said, no, I haven't. Does that mean you're going to keep me in hospital? And they've said no. And I've said, right, well, then you have two choices. You either take it at face value that I've said yes and you send me home, or you keep me in. I said, but look, let me be straight with you, yeah? I've had 3 children. You can see from my medical records, I've had this procedure before. Okay, this one's a little bit more invasive. And I have never, ever had anyone take care of me. Even after I had the birth of my children, which was high risk, which caused a lot of problems. I said, the only thing you guys did for me was keep me in for a week with my first, but with my other 2, I was literally out of the hospital once the babies had been certified as being healthy. It didn't matter that I had to crawl along the floor for 12 weeks. It didn't matter that I couldn't get up the stairs to use the toilet. None of that mattered. All they cared about was the fact that the baby was healthy and then I could go home. They didn't care about my health or well-being. I didn't say that to the woman yesterday because I didn't want to be rude, but that is the truth. And so I said, look, just give it me with gas and air. If the pain's too intense, then they'll just have to stop. Hopefully that won't be the case. And I joked with her and said, look, I've had it before. It's not going to be any worse than childbirth. It's not going to be any worse than having your gallbladder removed and then having 12 to 16 weeks and being in utter agony. With regards to a C-section, I wouldn't know. I've never had one. So one of the things they told me was that I wasn't able to eat the week before having the procedure. I could eat, but I'm not allowed to eat proper meals. So I'm having a porridge today. Now, that's a bit of a catch-22 situation as to whether or not I should be eating this, because it is classed as a whole grain. But because stuff is so heavily processed, I will probably just live on porridge with water up until Monday. So from now till Monday, I will just eat porridge. And then come Monday, I will just eat soup. And the reason for this is because although they are trying to flush your whole system out or your plumbing out, sometimes debris can stay in your body if it's not removed. So I apologise for being a little bit graphic, but anyone who's never had a colonoscopy before, basically what they're now doing is they're not giving you the information when you leave. They are emailing you the information, which obviously for myself is quite complex because it is not on green paper or with black writing. I'm not going to be able to read it. And so because I've had this procedure before, I kind of know what I'm supposed to do. The only thing I've got to make sure I do is no pun intended there, is get somebody to read through the medical notes of how to mix the solutions they've given me and make sure that I take them at the correct time on Wednesday and Thursday, which are the days before my procedure. Thereabouts. So basically, you are advised 5 days before what not to eat. Don't eat anything with skin on, don't eat vegetables, don't eat whole grain, don't eat anything that's purple, don't drink Ribena, and avoid dairy. Well, to me, that is just a basic diet plan that anyone with bile acid malabsorption would be on anyway. So, yes, it is frustrating that so many things have to be cut out for a whole week, but again, it's for the procedure to be as successful as possible. So I will explain a little bit more in further detail about this. And obviously, if anyone has any questions or queries, please don't hesitate to contact me. Thank you.